Julissa with Julissa in Motion. Today we're going to be going through the series of 5, the Ab Series for Pilates by Joseph Pilates. And I want to remind you that when we do this series, we're breathing in through the nose and then out through pursed lips, almost like you're blowing air through a straw. This is going to help to engage the muscles where we want you to be during this series of 5. So first you're going to just lie back onto your mat. You can bring your knees up into tabletop. And if you start with your head down, you can grab behind your thighs to help you curl up, or simply find that flexed position. And you want to make sure that you're not jamming your chin down. And then a couple other things to know. If you can see my abdomen here, when we come up into tabletop and curl up, we like that to stay flat. That shows that I'm in my transverse abdominis. And if I reset and I show you what we don't hope for, so now if you can tell, now I'm domed here. And that means I'm in my rectus abdominis instead of my transverse abs. So I'm essentially using my six-pack or my local muscles, but I want to be underneath those. So I'm going to take a breath in through my nose, breathe out through my mouth, and pull up my pelvic floor to engage my TA. We're going to start with a single thigh stretch. One leg goes long as the other comes towards you. And you have opposite hand, opposite knee. It's an exhale, inhale. And the pressure of my knee into my hand is helping me to engage those deep layers of muscles. You could simply squeeze your knee into your chest if that's too much coordination to be doing that crisscross switch. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to rest your head down. You can take a pause, roll out the ankles, reset your breath. We're going right back up. We're going to do the double leg stretch this time. So I want you to have a sense of taking off a hat and reaching it up into this V shape. And then you're going to circle your arms as you bring your knees back to tabletop. It's a exhale, inhale. And I can see my abdomen, so I'm making sure that I'm remaining in my transverse abs instead of defaulting to my six-pack. So for this series, you could do 10 to 12 of each. Honestly, I've lost count. We're going to bend it down. I like to cross my ankles, turn my head from side to side. So next is what we call it scissors in stop Pilates, or I think it's single straight leg stretch for classical. So again, you're going to find that flexed position. You're going to grab behind one ankle or calf, whatever your reach allows. The other leg goes long, and you can keep it shallow like this, or you could open it up depending on your ability. We don't want to feel our low back. We're going to pulse, pulse, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale. The whole time, again, I'm pulling my navel in to keep me in the deep abs. Shoulders are relaxed. Stabilizing my pelvis with those pulses. Good, bend it in, relax it down. You can rock from side to side, releasing any tension that may have built up. Next, we move into the double leg lower and lift. For this one, you can, there's a few ways you can go about it. You could lift your hips, make a diamond shape with your hands and place them underneath. And then you can bring your legs to tabletop, elongate up. And you can be lowering and lifting this way, keeping your shoulders relaxed. You could simply have your hands up to your side. I like to turn my palms up because it helps to open my chest more. Or if you'd like, you can also, if you want a little extra, you can interlace your hands behind your head and be flexed up as you do this. I'm going to opt for leaving my head down, and I'm just going to have my arms out at my sides in a shallow V with my palms facing up. One leg comes to tabletop, and then the other. They reach up to the sky. I'm going to laterally turn out, so my heels together, toes apart, and I'm going to really try to expel all the air I can when I lower my legs, because I want this to be more about my core than my hip flexors. So that exhale through pursed lips is really going to be helping me to get into those deep layer core muscles. I've got to soften my ribs down. Now I'm going to breathe in. Now your range of how far you're going to lower is different than mine, and everybody's is different. We can only lower our legs so far as we can maintain the placements of our pelvis. And so now I'm in a neutral spine. I'm going to reset just to show you if you wanted to be imprinted, it's a shortening of your obliques. So if you find your hips and your low ribs, exhale the air out and shorten that connection. Now I'm in an imprinted position where I've got a slight posterior pelvic tilt. And I'm going to maintain and keep that shortened position of my obliques. Relaxing the neck and shoulders, having a sense of reaching the legs long as I lower. And then you can bend the knees, set the feet down. Lastly is going to be your oblique twist. And for this one, all of these can be done with your head down. If you were to do this one with your head down, you basically would be rolling from one shoulder to the other shoulder. If you had a stressed neck that you didn't want to flex up. So if you're flexing up, you can grab behind your thighs to help you curl up or simply peel up. Your gaze should be at your knees. Basically, I went from right above my gaze, down, and ended at my knees. Now I'm going to interlace my hands behind my head, pushing my head into my hands, and I'm going to reach one leg long as I open my elbow to the back of the room. This is what I want your focus to be on, opening your side body. Inhale. You could pick it up. Center it and relax it down. Come on up to seated, and you can do more, you can do less. It takes less than 10 minutes to do that series of 5, and it is wonderful core building in less than 10 minutes. So I'm grateful you joined me today. I hope you learned something. I hope you feel stronger, and I'll see you next time.